Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is I, the Copper Owl, bringing you a review and unboxing of the Revoltinator. Yes, I'm finally going to open it because I know it's going to end up in stores. And right after I open it, going to find it for like $5, and I'm going to buy it because I want to paint this thing. And that is my luck because somebody up in heaven thinks it's funny to mess with me. They think it's hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Why is my life a comedy? Why? You know, if it was a tragedy, it'll be worse than it is right now. But anyway, let's do the ad first. So, let me move some things aside because I put something on top of the book. Buy my book, The Epic Acacia's Crossroads, at authorhouse.com. Turns out there's an ebook. I didn't sign off on the ebook. You could get this for $4. Buy the hard copy. And all that. Yeah. I'm already brainstorming book 16, okay? Oh, it's going to be so glorious. Bounty hunters hunting down creeps. Oh, it's going to be so glorious. Oh, I can't wait. But I got to finish number 2 first. But yes. So, I'm going to do a book talk about that later. I hate the YouTube algorithm. But let's get to the unboxing and the review. So, got me my handy dandy throwing knife. Let's see. I don't know if it's even sharp. I haven't even tested it. It could be dull for all I know. And applying a little bit of force onto the plastic. So it is a throwing knife. It's not meant for cutting or slicing. It's meant to be impaled into somebody. There we go. Does a good job with the tape. And no, I guess it's a little bit dull. Yeah. Oh no, it did okay. It feels a bit dull. Don't do this at home, kids. Knives don't actually, when you press down on it, they don't cut you. It's the slashing that cuts you. And all that. But still don't do it at home. So I do gotta get a sharpener for this. And also my scythe. I do own a scythe. I do actually use it for cutting the grass, but I file it to sharpen it. But it's filing it, it's a lot harder and time consuming. Yeah, no, it's not cutting in there. Also, it's also not comfortable to wield because of the cross on it. Because, again, this is a throwing knife. A guy suggested, hey, I can use this in the unboxing videos. It ended up not being a good idea. You're supposed to go with it. Got my Swiss Army knife here. Perfectly fine. Ow. And now I just cut myself with it. No, it's just a scratch. I should not be trusted with knives, apparently. There we go. One more. Okay. And the Revoltinator has been taken out. So, now let's take out the mag and the darts. The unique mag for it. And the darts. I can leave the darts in here, actually, but because they're... Sorry about that. I bumped into something. Oh, I bumped into my own book. I fell down and knocked some other things over. Man, I gotta get another one that's in pristine condition. I already ruined the corners and got it water damaged. This is supposed to be the thing I show off to people. Okay. Just leave the darts in there. So, see what we got. So we get the blaster, we get the 18 darts, and we get the 18 round mag. And my previous one that I owned had a really, really hard it had really tight mag holder, and this one is perfectly fine. Now, this is the thing I wanted to test out. This thing has been in its box for years, so I want to see. I'm just dropping everything today, so I want to see how the batteries look, and we're going to do this all together. Everybody, see how they look. Okay. So I keep the Swiss Army knife. I need to get a better one, though. I need to get an actual multi-tool. Okay, so after being in storage for years, the batteries look fine. Anything. It could be that these are special. No corrosion. No corrosion on this one. Again, no corrosion. No corrosion. You look inside. Try to get that into the light just a bit. I don't see any corrosion whatsoever. I've been worried about that for a bit because I have the Tobias Beckett blaster still in the box. And I'm just worried, like, will it get corroded on the inside? And maybe these test batteries are more corrosion proof than other batteries. Assume after, but that blaster hasn't been in its box for as long as this one has. So, and I'm putting in Energizer batteries that are a bit more newer, kind of old, but I want to test out the FPS on camera. So let's close this up. Okay, so let's do an FPS test real quickly. This is going to need 2 darts. Normally I use 10 and all that, but you could get the FPS with just 2 darts, in all honesty. And also because really that's all you really need it for an average is 2. So, and it's going to be loud, ladies and gentlemen. That's it, fully loaded. And that was disappointing. Hear the different noises it makes. So yeah, that was what, 67. So what, 59 is the average for that? Oh man, maybe my batteries are just really bad. That could be it. Man, 59. Sheesh. Ugh. And it also could be that this blaster, because of its lights and sounds always being on, it might just have less power. So because of that, it could be why we saw 2 low FPSs. And that worries me. But I'm not going to say that's good at all. And it could be, it probably is my batteries. It's probably that. And everything. We could test out the in-box batteries if we want. But no. Look, you know what? I'm going to say okay. Just to give it the benefit of the doubt. Because I think this thing should be firing 65. Because those batteries aren't new and these batteries aren't new, and I don't really have new batteries. Okay, accessories. This thing doesn't come with accessories. It just comes with a nice looking mag. It's not proprietary. It has this cool what's this metal called? I forget. It's a cool look to it and all that. Pretty chunky too. All that. So but do we count the lights and sounds as an accessory? Maybe we do. So I'd say okay. Sling attachment point. That is not a sling attachment point. None of this is a sling attachment point. You could technically use it for that purpose, but it's not that thing. comfort. So, I'm feeling it. Putting my shoulder on the stock and everything. The stock is too short. And is not comfortable at all. But where my hand is sitting on this coil, it's perfectly fine. Maybe if I had a front grip too, it would be perfectly fine. Do I have a front grip right here? I do not. But my hand on the trigger, the handle is too small, and this barbed wire, this rebarb thing is uncomfortable. So I'm not going to say it's good comfortably. Okay, this thing looks cool. That's why I bought it. I originally had one, I didn't care for it, but I still thought it was kind of cool. Now that carry handle is kind of pointless because it even has a tactical rail, so it's not even that good, but it's a pretty strong one. So I thought, it's like, okay, this thing's pretty neat, the idea of this. I think it's too loud. I think the batteries need to be bigger for it, too. I was like, oh, yeah, this is pretty neat. I like this little fake HUD they have here. So, it looks good. Profile, no one's going to think this is a real firearm. This thing is too wacky and all that. Though, again, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody made a real firearm that looked like this. The profile is good. Tactical points. The Zombie Strike line is not really known for its tactical points. All they give you is really a tactical rail and the front barrel attachment, assuming that they have that. And I'm thinking, no. None of them have that, do they? I think this might be the only blaster that has that. There might be another one. And I like that they put this little the little nub thing right here. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it was like a last minute thing because Nerf tends to like some blasters to ignore this entirely. So I like that that's there. So, tactical points are okay. They do their job. Because one is just like, why? You're never going to use that. I'm just saying it's okay because they were nice enough to put the nub. But it has one, so if you want to use it for something, you can. Rockets. You cannot use the rocket launcher, which is bad. But Mega. Can it use the Mega launcher? Let's see. It looks weird, but it can use it. You gotta reach out though for it. So I'm gonna say it's okay because you do have to reach out. It's a pretty long barrel. Internals. I have not seen this thing internally. I should have looked it up. I usually do, but it's like you even pointing at the light, you could kind of see it. It's just weird, again, with all this extra electronic stuff in it. But if this is anything like a Star Wars blaster, I say it would be okay. Modability. I don't know if you can mod this with all the lights. I don't think I've ever seen somebody try. But again, it's like a Strife internally. Well, technically, it should be like a Strife internal. It's not, and all that. But it's like you want to get this thing to work more right. I think, yeah, you would have to mod it. So, again, okay. Practicality. This thing isn't practical at all. If you're playing zombies and you have to use zombie strike blasters, okay, this is probably one of the better blasters. But it's loud. It makes sound. Well, yeah, it's loud and makes sound. It's the same thing. It lights up. It's not really comfortable. And all that. So it's like, yeah, there's a... It's a Strife. It performs like a Strife, but a little worse. So yeah, it's not practical at all. Price, I got it for $20. The previous one I got for $20 as well. Is it worth $20? I want to say it's worth more like $15. So the price is okay, and all that. Especially if you could get it under $20, perfectly fine. $40, no, it's not worth it. So results, I got 2 good, 4 bad, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so it's an okay blaster. And it would have to be a primary, like semi. But is it a buy, skip, or novelty? That's the question. Because this blaster does have something going for it. In that it can be used without the mag, as you can see, with its light up features and all that. This blaster has the benefit that you don't need the magazine. You don't need to shoot darts out of it. Because it'll always work. I like the sound effect more. I wish. So that got me thinking, like, could this actually be the perfect blaster? Because imagination's one thing, but it's also like just having light up toy guns is another thing. Because, okay, out of batteries, it's still like, if you have a Strife with no batteries, you have this thing with no batteries, you could go pew, 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 and all that. If you have them with batteries, but you don't have any darts, this one has the added bonus of making noises. Whereas the Strife does not make noises. And if you have darts, then they both do the same thing, just Strife is a bit better in competition. So, that's what, like, got me thinking, is like, is this blaster perfect in that you can, like, 2 out of 3 use it most of the time? And that's something I like about the Star Wars blasters. Like, again, you don't need to fill it up with darts. You don't even need to prime them. You just have to go pew, pew with them, and they make their noises. And also, like, for a film guy, they could just paint this up and have this as their, like, steampunk weapon. Or you could use this for cosplay and all that. Be the mad scientist and everything. And I was thinking, yeah, it's like, it's good in that aspect, but again, it's a blaster. So you got to look at it like as a blaster. And I say it's a novelty. And there's another thing in that I know some parents is like, they don't want their kids to have loud and noisy toys because they already have a loud, noisy toy and it's just too annoying. So I can understand why a parent wouldn't want to give their kid this, but I can understand why a parent would give their kid this, because this is pretty cool. So I say that this might be, just because it does so much, even when you have so little, it's probably the best zombie strike blaster, because just that little extra adds a lot. Okay, like, yes, the hammer shot is good and all that stuff, and you can still go pew pew with it, but let's be honest, that's freaking sweet. Well, thank you all very much. You all have I'm going to paint this baby up, and it's going to be in a live action trailer for Book 5. Thank you all very much. You all have a nice day. Bye bye.